Number 6. Seraph of the End. Alright, let's start things off with Seraph of the End, aka the anime where children are angry and vampires are fabulous. Imagine waking up one day and discovering that every adult on Earth just dropped dead. Like boom, no more taxes, no more clean your room, just silence. Sounds awesome, right? Wrong, because right after that, vampires crawl out from the shadows like, hey kids, it's dinner time. This anime has everything. Orphan drama, angsty teenagers who look like they belong in a K-pop band, and a main character, Yu, who's basically fueled by 100% pure rage and 0% common sense. Seriously, this dude hears, don't rush into battle and takes it as a personal challenge. The art? Gorgeous. The music? Banger. The plot? A little wild, a little messy, but hey, so is Yu's personality. And if you're into tragic romances, sword fights, and vampires who dress like they're attending a military fashion show, you'll love this chaotic ride. This is Emiverse Studio. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. Number 5. Castlevania. Okay, now we're talking. Castlevania is like if Game of Thrones, Devil May Cry, and your local metal band had a baby. And it's the good kind of baby. Like, not the one that cries at 3 a.m., but the one that shreds demons for fun. This Netflix original, yeah, I know, rare W from Netflix anime, is based on the iconic video game series. We follow Trevor Belmont, a rugged drunk who fights monsters like it's his day job. Spoiler, it is. Along the way, he teams up with Sypha, a badass mage who can literally throw fire, and Alucard, the brooding hot vampire son of Dracula. Yes, that Dracula. Now let me tell you about Dracula in Castlevania. This man is not your Twilight glitter boy. No. He's a grieving husband with enough emotional baggage to fill a vampire cruise ship, and when humans mess with his wife, he basically declares war on humanity. Honestly, valid. The animation is slick, the fights are brutal, and the characters drop more F-bombs than a gamer with bad Wi-Fi. It's mature, it's violent, and it doesn't hold back. If you like your vampires angry, philosophical, and very, very stabby, this one's for you. Number 4. Strike the Blood. Now listen. Strike the Blood is the McDonald's of vampire anime. You know it's not exactly fine dining, but sometimes you just want a greasy cheeseburger of a show, and this one delivers. It stars Koju Akatsuki, a normal-ish guy who just so happens to be the 4th progenitor, aka one of the most powerful vampires in existence. How does he use his powers? Well, half the time he's saving the city, and the other half he's accidentally creating awkward harem moments. Dude can summon 12 beast spirits, but still can't handle a single conversation with a girl without blushing like he's on a shoujo manga cover. Enter Yukina Himeragi, a sword-wielding high school girl sent to observe and possibly eliminate Kojo if he goes rogue. Spoiler alert, she ends up becoming his battle partner and his personal embarrassment machine. Their interactions? Think of them as the anime version of will they, won't they, but they definitely will after 30 seasons. Look, is it fan service heavy? Absolutely. Are the stakes sometimes ridiculous? Yep. But is it fun? Also yes. If you want action, romance, magic battles, and a vampire boy who gets flustered more than he bites necks, Strike the Blood is a guilty pleasure worth watching. Number 3. Bloodlust. Now buckle up, because this one's a wild ride, and not in a wee roller coaster kind of way, more like a what did I just watch and why am I mildly disturbed kind of way. Bloodlust introduces us to Saya, a sweet, polite high school girl who turns into a monster-slaying machine by night. Sounds cool. Wrong again. Wrong again. Because nothing, and I mean nothing, is what it seems in this anime. This show tricks you. For the first few episodes, it feels like a typical Monster of the Week deal. But then, around episode 8, it flips the script so hard your brain might short-circuit. The cute cafe scenes? Lies. The friends? Sus. The plot? A psychological blender filled with blood, betrayal, and bodies. So many bodies. The gore level here? Off the charts. Like if you thought Tokyo Ghoul was intense, Bloodlust laughs in your face and says, hold my katana. And the ending? Let's just say it'll leave you emotionally hollow and slightly confused. But in a good way? If you like dark twists, shocking betrayals, and a plot that eats its own face, Bloodlust will leave a mark, and probably a few nightmares. Number 2. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. Time to rewind a little for a true classic. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. This movie is older than some anime fans, but aged like fine undead wine. Set in a post-apocalyptic future that looks like Mad Max met Castlevania, The film follows Dee, a silent, half-human, half-vampire hunter who's so cool he makes Batman look like a party clown. He's tall, mysterious, rides a cyber horse, and has a wisecracking face demon living in his left hand. Yeah, his hand talks. Welcome to peak vampire weirdness. The story kicks off when Dee is hired to rescue a young woman kidnapped by a vampire noble. But the catch? She might have wanted to go with him. It's a rescue mission that slowly becomes a tragic love story wrapped in gothic horror and sprinkled with 2000s-style animation that still holds up today. This is the kind of vampire anime you watch when you're tired of high school settings and just want something mature, stylish, and a little poetic. Dee barely speaks, but when he does, it hits hard. And when he fights, ooh, bodies drop. Number 1, Noblesse. And finally, Noblesse, the vampire anime that came in hot, flexed its webtoon muscles, and then disappeared before anyone could fully appreciate its drip. This show follows Caddis Etrama de Razel. Yes, that's his real name, and yes, it sounds like a Final Fantasy boss. He's basically vampire royalty, waking up from an 820-year nap like, what is this? Ramen. And honestly, that's part of the charm. Watching this ancient, stoic vampire try to understand modern life while protecting his new friends? Kinda wholesome. But don't let the suit and calm face fool you. Rai is broken. Like, one-shot everyone and still look bored. Broken. His power level is off the charts, and the way he handles enemies is both classy and brutal. You know you're OP when you defeat people without even moving. And shout out to Frankenstein, his butler/science experiment/total badass. This guy doesn't just serve tea, he serves beatdowns. Now, I'll be real. Noblesse had some pacing issues, especially if you didn't read the manhwa. But the style, the vibes, and the characters, elite. If you're into vampires who dress better than you, fight like gods, and still have time to bond over high school lunch breaks, Noblesse is your jam. So, there you have it. 6 vampire anime that prove the genre isn't just about biting necks and brooding under the moonlight. Though let's be honest, there's a lot of that too. Whether you want emotional drama, intense action, spicy romance, or just vampires doing vampire things with unnecessary style, these shows have got you covered. Just remember, if a pale guy in a cape ever offers you eternal life, maybe ask if it comes with free Wi-Fi first. And hey, if you like this list, make sure to subscribe.